Democrat Kent Conrad. Thanks so much, Mr. Chairman. What is your read? First, we heard last night there were glimmers of hope. Then we heard this morning from both the Speaker and Harry Reid. They are less optimistic. They're sitting down with the president right now. Are you all going to be able to avoid a shutdown? And why not go for this one-week extension that the House Republicans are voting today and are going to send to the Senate?
First of all, I remain hopeful. I think the meeting at the White House now may lead to an agreement. What's very odd is this all began as a debate over how big the spending cuts should be. As I understand it, they have now agreed on that piece of the puzzle, and where the disagreement now lies are these so-called riders, specific policy issues that are attached to the spending. So, for example, what to do about abortion, what to do about public broadcasting, a whole series of policy issues that have gotten tacked on that now are the real sticking points.
In fact, supporters are pointing out that Planned Parenthood is not really about abortion at all. It's about cancer screening and a lot of other things, because no federal money under the Hyde Amendment that's been there for decades, no federal money goes into abortion services. So that is, they say, a red herring. But is that a deal breaker?
You know, that's, as I understand it, I'm not in the room. I'm, as you know, engaged in the negotiation over a longer term, a 10-year budget agreement. I'm not in this discussion about the immediate difference over tens of billions of dollars. We're talking about trillions of dollars in the longer term discussion.
But let's talk about the longer term discussion, because you have been critical of Paul Ryan's proposals. What is your biggest problem with what Ryan is proposing? And you've talked about dealing with entitlements, but you object, as I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, you object to the proposals specifically on Medicare.
Well, my objection to his plan is it's simply unbalanced. He does it all on the spending side of the equation. In fact, he starts by cutting taxes even more. After all the tax cuts we've already had, after all, revenue is the lowest as a share of our national economy in 60 years. His answer, go cut it some more and disproportionately direct the cuts to those who are the wealthiest among us. That can't be the way you start to solve a problem where we're borrowing 40 cents of every dollar and revenue is the lowest it's been in 60 years. As a share of the national income. Spending is the highest it's been in 60 years as a share of national income. Clearly, you've got to reduce that gap to reduce the deficit. And for reasons that I don't understand, purely political and ideological, his answer is cut another trillion, more than $1 trillion out of the revenue base, and then cut trillions of dollars out of Medicare and Medicaid and other health care accounts, which will put, I think, pressure on the health care system of this country that's really extreme and radical.
Senator, quickly, let me just ask you, you said that there was agreement on the number. From your understanding, what is the number they've agreed to?
Nobody has talked to me about the precise number, but as I understand it, it is in the range of $73 billion below the president's request last year for funding for this year. So somewhere in that range, $73 billion below what the president had proposed last year for funding in 2011.
Senator Conrad, thank you very much. That, of course, the short-term deal, and then the larger issue, which you've been negotiating with your fellow senators, bipartisan group up there on the Hill. Thanks very much. And up next,
you bet.